Good morning. Today we are correcting CO62, interpreting and creating our own stem and leaf plots. Big thing to remember is that we do not look at these numbers individually. We don't say this is a 5 and this is a 9 because we have to put the stem in front of it. That 5 becomes 15, that 9 becomes 19. So we have to remember that this 5 is not the same as this 5. This 5 is actually 45. So you have to put that stem in front in order to know what the number actually is. You can't just look at the ones place and say those numbers are the same. Only if they have the same stem, if they're in that same line, then they are the same number. So you have to remember to put that stem, that tens place, in front of the ones place, because they are different numbers. So let's look at our stem and leaf plot that we created. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We didn't have any zeros because there weren't any in the ones place. Okay, so we had to put for our for our tens place, we have the 11, 15, 17, 18, 19. So we just put the ones place in there, 1, 5, 7, 8, 9, but we know they stand for those teen numbers. Just like where we have the 2 in the stems place, we know these numbers stand for the 20s. 22, 24, 25, 25, 27, 28. So you had to make sure that you put all the 30s in this row, all the 40s in this row, 50s in this row, 60s in this row. Then we have to answer the question, what is the mode of the data? Can I put 5 for my answer? I saw a lot of us that had 5 for an answer. Is there a 5 in my data? No, there's not a 5 because that would have a 0 in the ones place and it would be listed with the 0 in that, sorry, not the ones place, the tens place. This 5 is not a 5. It is a 15. That is not the same as this 5. That is 35, 35. 35 and 15 are not the same number. So when we're looking at that mode, you needed to have gone back and said, okay, this is an 11, this is 17, this is 18, this is 19. They're all singles. So there's no duplicates. There's not going to be a mode there. 22, 24, 25, 25, 27, 28. Ooh, I've got 2 25s. So my mode might be 25. Now I'm going to come down here and I'm going to see where I have my multiples. Ooh, I see 3 3s with that 3. So that's a 33, 33, and 33. There's a lot of them. So I don't need to worry if there's just 2 of the same number in that row, because I see that there are 3 33s. Ooh, I see that there are 3 1s here. I look at my stem and I say I'm going to put that 4 in front of it. There are 3 41s. I don't see another row that has 3 of the same number. So my answers for my mode would be 33 and 41, because there's 3 of both of those. There were a lot of people as I was walking around that put single digits down there as your answer. You cannot just look at the leaf. You have to put the stem in front so you know what the complete number it is that it represents. Does that make a little more sense? Because there were a lot of people just looking and saying, ooh, I see lots of 5s. I'm going to put a 5 here for my answer. That is not the answer. You have to put that stem in front of your numbers to be able to read it. Same thing with our median. If we're crossing off, going backwards and going to that middle, as we're going to that middle, we see our middle number is going to be one of these, which is 38. Because as we're going through, matching them up, our median is a 38. Any questions on how I got that? Because I saw a lot of us do this incorrectly. A lot of us said, oh, this was an easy one. I get it. I understand it. And all of a sudden we're seeing we didn't understand it. Does it make more sense now? Show me your thumbs. How do you feel about the stem and leaf? Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of confidence in it. How many of us, be honest, how many of us actually answered the mode correctly? So we have a lot of people that are confident in our stem and leaf, but we didn't answer it correctly yesterday. You had 33 and 41?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we understand now. We have a better understanding. Those of us that didn't do it right, we understand putting that stem in front. Okay. All right. If you still have questions on this, make sure you come and see me. Have a wonderful day.